And shine, everyone. Time now 6 o'clock here on this Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining us here on Sunrise. I'm Jason Hackett. Alicia has the morning off. We are only a couple of days away from Christmas. We have everything you need to know as you get prepared. And speaking of Christmas, John, everyone hoping for a white Christmas. Maybe not anything falling from the sky, but there should still be something on the ground, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a white Christmas, but it's it's kind of a lame white Christmas because I want that fresh snowpack. I think like a week and a half ago, outside I was like, whoa, winter wonderland. No, this is the crummy old snow, melting snow, but that's okay. It'll go in the record books as one. The odds for white Christmas every year in the metro is 71%. There are parts of northern Minnesota, once you get north of Brainerd, it's over 97%. So there's a big difference. And yes, Brainerd will have a white Christmas, but there's a big difference from northern Minnesota to even central Minnesota. 11 degrees in Thief River Falls, so temperatures, they're falling off here a little bit. There's a cold front. I think it doesn't take a 4-year degree to tell you there's a cold front in Bemidji and Brainerd right now, 27 to 12. Yeah, there's some colder air coming in, and you can see it's pushing in with some northwest winds. So we're going to have a cooler, breezy day. The front is just about to move in here. So you notice the winds, they will increase as we go throughout the day. Temperatures hovering right around 30, 31. It's going to be dropping into the 20s, and actually a cool start to tomorrow, cooler tomorrow than it is this morning. But a really nice day today, great for travel, not only on the ground, but if you're flying, also a good day. Cece, what are you seeing out there?
Good morning. Well, I'm seeing this crash in Lino Lakes, 35W southbound near Lake Drive. If we take a look here, slowing has become worse in this area as you make your way toward Mounds View and Circle Pines and towards 694. So if you want to stay on 35W, you can add 10 to 12 minutes, even 15 to your drive while they clear up this situation at tow trucks there right now. Or you can hop on Lake Drive, hop off highway to get where you need to go. I'll let you know when it clears, but for right now, you want to add more time. If you're leaving around 7, that shouldn't be an issue. Taking a look here at the bigger map, that's the only place where I'm seeing some slowing. Otherwise, as far as road conditions, I'm seeing some light ice on Highway 77, and any other main road, we're seeing some frost. So just take it easy this morning. I've already seen a couple of spinouts already, Jason.
Yikes. All right, Cece, thank you very much. We'll check in with you soon here. Let's take a look at this. The final countdown to Christmas is on. The eve of Christmas Eve, now less than 2 days away here. So this morning we're running down all the last minute tips you should know. Let's get start here with Audrey Russo. She's live at MSP checking in on those flying to their Christmas destinations. How's it looking there, Audrey?
Yeah, just in the last half hour, things have thinned out a little bit as they generally do. 5:30 tends to be the busiest time of day. You can see now less than 5 minutes through TSA here. Good news, only 2 cancellations at MSP today per FlightAware. You can see up on the board, everything appears to be on time, at least for the first part of the day. And that is honestly a relief given the fact that there were 6,700 delays nationwide at airports just on Sunday alone. So this better weather is a little bit of a prelude to some of the busier days coming up here at MSP. Airport reps expect December 26th and December 28th will both see more than 50,000 people getting scanned through TSA. Now, I spoke to one traveler who's headed to Costa Rica. He says he is happy to squeak in before the really busy time at the airport sets in.
I'd probably rather not be traveling over Christmas, but we're meeting my sister-in-law and her husband and their 2 girls, and my wife and I and our daughter. That should be a really good time.
Definitely a warmer time than here in Minnesota, that's for sure. Now, most of the people traveling aren't even going to be at the airports. AAA anticipates that of the 122 million people who are traveling between now and New Year's, 90% of them are going to be out on the road. So the congestion is going to be unavoidable. But you know what is avoidable? Setting your home up for a disaster of the home improvement type ilk while you're away. We've got a last minute home preparation checklist for you that's coming up in about 30 minutes. Back to you.
Costa Rica sounds really nice this time of year. All right, Audrey, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you so much. We have new numbers into the newsroom this morning of gas prices for those hitting the road this week. We checked just before we came on air. The average across the state has gone down to $2.67. That's about $40 to fill up. The price at the pump will be a little bit higher than that in the cities, but if you're heading to the Dakotas and you can wait, you'll find prices closer to $2.51 a gallon. And if you haven't finished shopping, you've probably realized you're too late to order online for gifts to arrive before Christmas, and retailers are expecting a big rush here. Here's a list of the stores with extended hours today for all you procrastinators. Target, Kohl's, and Burlington will be open until midnight. Home Goods, Marshalls, and Walmart, they're open until 11. Make sure you take advantage of it because everyone is closing early tomorrow between 5 and 8, and almost everywhere is closed on Christmas. Well, time now 6:05. ICE raids are continuing across Minnesota with the latest Homeland Security numbers reporting more than 400 arrests. Just hours from now, Governor Walz will join local community leaders to talk about the increased presence of ICE and the safety of people in our communities. Michelle Beck is in the newsroom. And Michelle, what do we know about this event?
Well, hey there, Jason. Starting at 10:30 this morning, we are expecting to hear from faith and community leaders, plus local and state leaders with Governor Walz at the helm. The governor's office gave us a heads up last night about this event, saying it's about federal immigration enforcement, quote, amid an increased ICE presence and targeting of U.S. citizens in Minnesota. Governor Walz has raised the alarm in recent weeks, saying some people were arrested while documenting ICE activity or going about their lives. He cited those examples in a letter to the DHS secretary, which he wrote and released. The letter starts like this: Dear Secretary Noem, the forcefulness, lack of communication, and unlawful practices displayed by your agents will not be tolerated in Minnesota. And so this morning we'll be watching for how the governor adds to that message. He'll be joined by the mayors of Minneapolis and St. Paul, among others. Jason.
We'll be keeping a close eye on that. Michelle, thank you very much. The man convicted twice of masterminding a plot to kill a Minneapolis realtor is behind bars this morning and will stay there for the rest of his life. A judge sentenced Lyndon Wiggins following an emotional sentencing hearing, with Monique Bau's family sharing how her murder has changed their lives. Wiggins was found guilty in 2022, but his defense filed for a retrial. He was again convicted in November. Monique's mother did not hold back when it came to how difficult the last few years have been.
All we want now is for this defendant and all others involved to spend the rest of their lives in prison and then burn in hell after.
Certainly did not mince words there. So 3 other people were involved in the crime. 2 are serving life sentences. The other is serving 20 years after pleading guilty to kidnapping. An update on this chaotic scene that unfolded last week in the small town of Nowthen near Elk River. It involved a 17-hour standoff that led to multiple fires and alleged threats to shoot police officers. This morning, Clinton Larson is charged with 5 counts, including assault and arson. Police say they were trying to arrest Larson on outstanding warrants when the violence broke out. He's also accused of destroying 6 police drones. Developing this morning, a strike date has officially been set for teachers in the state's largest school district. Anoka Hennepin filed their intent to strike starting on January 8th. Take a look. Hundreds of teachers are rallied before last night's school board meeting. The union is fighting for a raise and higher contributions to health insurance costs. The district says resources are limited right now as they work on a $22 million budget deficit and unfunded mandates like paid leave. The two sides have met 8 times now, and right now there are no more mediation sessions on the books.
This is not a step we take lightly, and it is absolutely not inevitable. But the school board needs to take action to make this a sustainable place to work for now and for the future.
The school board is still trying to figure out how the district would operate if there's a strike, from sporting events to childcare. Well, how about $1.7 billion for Christmas? We learned overnight no one matched all the Powerball numbers once again, so that means the jackpot is going up. If you take the cash option, that's $781 million. Not bad at all. Last night's numbers are on your screen right now. You may have won a smaller piece of the pie. The next drawing is tomorrow night, Christmas Eve. So last hour we were talking about this. It seemed kind of tongue-in-cheek about how, we don't want to win $700 million. But we were talking it out. We kind of don't want to win.
No, I'm not. That
money.
is not tongue-in-cheek. I don't. I'm just not that kind of person.
Yeah.
You're right. It would change me.
Yeah. Give me a couple smooth $2-3 million.
Exactly.
$4 million, I'm good.
Right. I need to I need to get wake up. I don't want to wake up at 2 in the morning. Maybe you don't know that. But I'd like to be gotta get up, gotta get going for the day. If I had $100 billion or $1 billion in the bank, you think I'm gonna be let's get up at 2 a.m.? No,
you
I'm
lose that
lazy.
purpose. Unless your purpose becomes charity and giving back to society.
Well, that's not me. I'm a jerk.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
They call me
yeah,
Grinch
I mean,
Ziegler.
it's John.
Yeah. That was tongue in cheek.